Okay, the front door was locked from the inside. I couldn't go out though. I needed to see if Rachel was here. Okay, basement. Oh, we'll try this door. The door to the basement, it was locked. Where did I put that darn key? Oh, okay. The door was stuck shut. There was an old-fashioned keyhole underneath the handle. Okay, so I need just like a whole bunch of keys. Oh. Oh my gosh, there's a bunch of crap on the floor. I had found the last missing piece from my wallet. The old photo of Rachel and I stared back at me, reminding me of better times. It didn't make me feel terribly comfortable. Do I keep it anyways? Yes. I replaced the photo in my wallet, feeling like I'd gotten part of my life back. Still, the image made me kind of uneasy. Why had I thrown it away? Yeah, exactly. Why did I just like chuck it on the ground? Our television. I had purchased it before I knew I was going to lose my job. I felt pretty guilty about it afterwards, but by then it was too late. Okay, TV. We got the wallet thingy on the floor. Whew. And then, I can't remember where I came from. Oh, okay, yeah. So I need a key. I think I came from down there, so we'll go upstairs. Whew. Oh no, this looks bad. Our hallway mirror had been smashed, its pieces scattered around the floor. Okay, we'll try this first door. Oh, bathtub? Our sink, which needed to be replaced. One of those taps always stuck, but I hadn't gotten around to fixing it yet. We were lucky enough to get a house with one of those wonderful old claw-footed bathtubs. Oh, nice. Those things can be pretty nice. So I'm not really much of a bath person, more of a shower person. Okay, we're getting down to the last few rooms here, and we'll see what they hold. My laptop had been left on and only had a tiny bit of power left. On the screen was a website about the old water tower. There was a key in the top drawer of my desk. Do I take it? Yes, I need 2 keys, so that's 1 of 2. So what is with the old water tower? It keeps like coming up, and I'm not sure what's going on up there. I was like, did I have somebody meet me up there and like something bad happened? I'm not sure. What was this? My wife's Rachel's suitcase was sitting on the bed. It was closed, but I had a feeling what was in it. Do I open it? Inside Rachel's suitcase were a few days' worth of clothes and some personal effects and a train ticket. As I stared at the ticket, I could feel myself flush with anger and resentment. The date and time matched the receipt I had found. Huh. The books there were half mine, half Rachel's. Hey, now that I look more closely, it looked like the man in that house had some of the same books as I did. Huh. Oh, very confusing. Okay, well I have 1 of the keys, so we'll try this door first. The door was stuck shut. There was an old-fashioned keyhole underneath the handle. Okay, not that one. I don't really remember where the other door was. Basement? I unlocked the basement door. No, please, no. Oh, this is terribly ominous music. There were old Christmas decorations in the box. Oh, Christmas. The garbage bags were stuffed with old paint cans and supplies. There was a dirty old key here. Do I take the key? Yeah, okay, that's my other key. I took the small key and tried to remember what it unlocked. There were old clothes, tools, and other things we obviously hadn't thrown out yet. Oh, hidden passageway. I had put up this divider wall last summer so we could create a separate room in the basement. I hadn't finished it yet, so the door was stuck and the drywall was poorly installed. I might have been able to break through if I found something heavy enough. Oh, so I need something heavy. Ooh, okay. Okay. So I have a key. We have to go to this door. And hopefully there's something in here heavy. The grimy key I had found in the basement unlocked the door. It looked like the room had been tossed around. The furniture was a mess. Did somebody break in here? Oh, where were they? Look, what's this? Were they looking for something? There was an old crowbar on the floor. Do I take the crowbar? Yeah. Maybe I can break the wall. I lifted the heavy crowbar and I appreciated its weight. Oh my gosh. Okay. Whew, duh. Let's go try and break that drywall. Though I think that I don't actually want to do this. But again, there's little choice. Let's do this. What's behind the drywall? I don't want to know. Did I break through the drywall with the crowbar? Yes. With a heave, I swung the crowbar at the wall. I smashed a hole large enough to step through. As I stepped through the broken wall, my breath caught in my throat. This was it. Was Rachel down there? Was she okay? Oh dear. Oh dear. I can't look. I think that, or don't look. Okay, yeah, I don't want to look. I don't want to look. Please, please, don't make this too terrible. Oh, this is like creepy newspapers, just like in the other place. Don't look. Don't look. I don't want to look. Trust me, game. I don't want to look. A filthy looking pile of rags had been dumped in the corner. The stench of them was awful and made my eyes water. I was terrified to even touch the pile to see what lay within, but I knew I had to. I had come this far. After all this searching, after all I had seen, when I looked within the rags, did I finally find my Rachel? I'm gonna say yes. Wrapped within the filthy rags, pale and still, was Rachel. She was covered in fading bruises and what looked like cuts. Her chest was a horrible mess of blood and dirt, and I couldn't bear to look at it. The knife in my boot, the gun in my pocket, were they the tools of her murder? I thought about all I had seen and wondered if any of it could help me figure out who had done this. And when I couldn't stay there any longer, I stepped away on my shaky legs and made my way back upstairs. Reluctantly exhausted from my journey, I could no longer resist the urge to close my eyes. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, so I took a little nap. And now maybe it's different. Maybe I will use some of Rachel's travel books and find some place to go. It was my wallet with its contents intact. Either I dropped that stuff or somebody else did. Maybe I was sleepwalking again, or maybe somebody stole it from me. Norman's store, that forest, the water tower, was I at those places before? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you were. I didn't see how it could have happened any other way. I must have been the one to lose my wallet and its contents, but what does that mean? I'm pretty sure that you did the deed, Mr. H. You're guilty! Okay, I don't know if I should recheck all the places. It was the key card I found at the bottom of that factory locker. I never did bother to use it. Someone had been going through those lockers and poking around the plant. Still, it didn't quite add up. Was I the one who had been going back to the factory? Yes. It looked that way, didn't it? That locker room, I had given up drinking, but there was beer everywhere. Oh, dear. The laptop had finally run out of power. Darn. Do I have like a phone or a cell phone or anything helpful? Jeebies. Oh, I don't want to check this out again. The reflection in that grimy glass was only a shadow, a whisper. I still love the old-time charm of that claw-footed bathtub, though it seemed like cold comfort then. Oh gosh. Within the few broken pieces that remained of that mirror, I could see my face had grown pale and weak. I couldn't bear to look again. It was like I didn't actually expect a reflection. I kind of felt empty and drained. Oh dear. My old office safe sat on the floor. It used a digital passcode lock. Did I try to open it? Yeah. The safe used an 8-digit code. What was that damn code again? Oh my gosh. I have no idea. Oh, crap. Well, I guess I wasn't paying enough attention. Darn it! I leafed through the notebook I had taken from the forest. In it were the names that had been written down. Heather, Olivia, Ashley, Cheryl. Maybe that's the code. I recall the names I saw scratched out on the old desk deep within those musky tunnels. Was the man in that house really up to something? Was he the one responsible for Rachel's murder? But I had found him dead. Yeah, exactly. Okay, I don't know my passcode. So, yeah. And I don't remember where it came from, so we're gonna go back in the store. Because I don't remember if I went here. It was the letter I had taken from the post box. Rachel, were you really having an affair with Norman? But why? I didn't think things were that bad. In the letter, Rachel seemed concerned. She almost seemed worried of what Norman might do. Did he do that to Rachel? No. Norman may have betrayed me, but I didn't think he was capable of that. I hated him so much, but I couldn't blame him for what happened to my wife. Yeah, I don't think Norman did it. I mean, Norman's dead, so that seems highly implausible. Unless he killed somebody and then ran over there and killed him, but that seems weird. From now on, I'd have no one to get angry with me for stupid things like buying this TV. Oh, this is so sad. Okay, downstairs. Seemed like I had seen all there was. Maybe I thought I was ready to go back into the basement. Not really. Not really. The mail still sat there, heaped on the floor. How long had Rachel been lying in the basement? Yeah, that's so gross. Did I leave never to return? Okay, I'm gonna just check the basement because they seem to imply that I should go back there. I'm following the cues. Plus, I want to see what else there would be. And maybe I'll find some more clues or something like that. Okay, so that's where I came in. Okay, back to the basement. Oh, this is terrible. If I were guilty... Okay, if I was guilty, I could take this to a warm, safe place and do something about it. Did I pick up the knife? I'm gonna pick up the knife, but that doesn't mean I'll do something bad. I took the knife and kept it firmly in my hand. If I wanted to end it, I could do it. I could do it with that gun. Did I pick it up again? Yeah. It was like carrying an anvil, but I wouldn't let it go. Not again. Okay, so I got my gun and my knife back. Okay, as I stood there, I couldn't go back in the room again. Okay, let's get out of here and see what happens outside. That was it. With Rachel gone, I couldn't stand to be in that house a moment longer. But I had the gun again and that knife. This wasn't the only way to end this, I knew. But did I leave and say goodbye to that nightmare forever? Yeah, I'm leaving. Living in this town hadn't been easy. The plant had helped in some way to stay grounded. It kept me in line, gave me something to do, and helped me get away from my past. When the factory closed, everything changed. I guess that was when I had started sleepwalking, disappearing for hours at a time. I had MRIs and piles of doctor's reports, but nothing seemed to help, not even drinking. But I swear I'd tried to give it up. I know it. The sleepwalking never really went away, though. But I know Rachel had tried. I know she had tried to be there for me, even when everything was falling apart. This night had unearthed terrible truths, but I knew it was the final act of a long-standing horror I'd been living. Waking up in that house tonight was the final cruelty. I wish I had remained unconscious in that room forever. Even the man I had found in that old place was a mystery. Why he was dead, or who had done it to him, was not something I could even begin to understand. Or why, for that matter, I was in that damned room in the first place. After making it out of those tunnels, I thought those sewers might feel safer, and I was completely wrong. The security tape I had watched showed someone being attacked by what looked like 2 people. But who was it that was attacked? I had found the contents of my wallet scattered throughout town. Why the hell had I been out there? Had my sleepwalking gone to some new extreme? The thought that I couldn't account for my whereabouts, but knew I had been to that forest and even Norman's place, well, it was pretty terrifying. I didn't know what that meant, but at least I had recovered my things. Hopefully, I thought, that would cover my tracks, so I wouldn't be blamed for all of this. Deep within those woods, though, was where things became truly awful. Finding that notebook only made things worse. Rachel's name had been on that list, so what terrible plot was she a part of? There was a similar list of names on the desk back in those tunnels. What was the connection? It was clear at least that I had been the one going back to that factory. I must have been sleepwalking or something, but what the hell was I doing there? I'd given up drinking, hadn't I? So what was going on in that boarded up room? Suddenly my stomach started to turn. Was I responsible for that dead guard? After the factory, I thought I might find some solace if I could just get into Norman's store. But all I had found were more horrors and more questions. Now that I really consider it, that's where I should have seen it coming. Norman, what were you and Rachel up to? It was obvious things were more complicated than I'd ever imagined. How long had you been going behind my back? More importantly, why, Norman? Whoever had killed Rachel had probably gone after you too. Maybe they knew about what you were up to. I would have never known peace, Norman, but despite your transgressions, a part of me really did hope that you would. When I had marched through the rain towards home, I desperately clung to the hope that this would end. And I guess in a way it did, but how could I have known how hopeless it all was? I had started to feel as disorientated as when I sleepwalked. To think of it now. Our house used to feel so lively and so warm, but coming into the kitchen I felt only a cold, empty tension. Every terrible thought I had up to that point was suddenly a possibility, but nothing could have prepared me. My wife, dead, ruined and discarded. Rachel's death was a terrible mystery to me, one that would haunt me forever unless I did something about it. For what solace can a man take in the death of his wife? What comfort can be offered? Rachel had been taken from me, and I might never know why. As I swung open the door and stepped out into the air, I caught the scent of wet grass and fog. Rachel, my beautiful wife, just the thought of her again, cold and inert, shook me from head to toe. What would I do now? Who could I turn to? It would only be a matter of time before the police got involved, before the neighbors knew. The front lawn was soft and giving beneath my feet, and I couldn't shake the urge that I shouldn't stand there, but rather that I should run. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so creepy. Oh my gosh, what are the answers? Did I miss something? I don't know. I feel like that he did it. Because maybe he sleepwalked and was angry at the affair, and maybe he killed all those people and his wife. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I don't know what is going on. So, wow, that was crazy. Whew. That was Home, people, and the game changes based on what you take and don't take and the choices you make at the end. So you can choose other ways to end it. It can end different ways, different options with different ideas. So yeah, wow, crazy. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed. It's a little bit scary, a little bit different than some of my other games, but it was pretty intense. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.